KILR KILR.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer and welcome to my tour across the world featuring Flight Simulator 5.1 CD edition for Microsoft DOS. And we are here at Cedar Rapids Municipal, also known as the Eastern Iowa Airport, what it's called today. And we're going to go ahead and talk about where we're going once I pull that information up. All right, so there we are, Cedar Rapids, and we got a little bit of a flight that was going. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going. Waterloo. That's where we're going. Shouldn't be too long of a flight. I'm curious to see, as far as visual, what we're going to see. On the Commodore 64 map, the river ends here. Will it do the same thing on Flight Simulator 5.1? I don't know. We're going to find out. If we just tune in to Waterloo, then we can just head directly there and pick a runway and and then go. So, considering that we're at, I think we're pretty much on the runway we need to be on right now as far as leaving. So I'm not going to worry too much about getting a whole lot of stuff set up. All right, so we got 112.20. I'm just going to click there. Notice I can never get the thing unhighlighted. Wait a minute. Ah, that's the comms. That's not. Dang it. 112.2. 50 miles. Okay, that's about right. Now we'll click that so I don't lose my comm radios. And we'll go ahead and turn on our chat. Hopefully we'll hear some stuff from Cedar Rapids. I did record some stuff. The quality of it is not very good. Sorry about that. That was all I could find within a reasonable amount of time. If I was flying back and forth, that'd be one thing. I would I'd spend a little bit more time with it. But considering that we're only going here once, yeah, we don't need to spend a ridiculous amount of time. All right. It takes enough time as it is to go through those files.
Frontier 382, looking to go to Salt Lake City with KILO. Frontier 382, North Clear to Salt Lake City Airport. KILO 3 departure, Milford transition, then as filed. Maintain 17,000. Departure frequency.
If he's trying to go there with KILO, the KILO of what? That's what I want to know. Maybe I don't want to know.
City, Ovida 3 departure, Milford transition, as filed. 17 and 133.95, 1305.
And I've advanced the time about an hour.
22, that's correct. Have a good flight.
We're just saying that we took a break here for about an hour. This allows me to spend, if I need to spend extra time on the other simulators, I can.
Maintain 17,000. Departure frequency will be 125.
I turned down the volume on the chatter, so hopefully I'm not being drowned out.
Departure transition as filed. Maintain 17,000. 125. 9 o'clock 6764. We're at Alpha 1 with KILO. We're 172. Thank you. The readback is correct. Have a good flight. Have a good day.
Just get into the dirt here. All right, turn around. Okay, we'll change to ground. too much flaps. By select and take off flaps, that's gonna switch us to... Oh, switch us to tower, sorry. So we didn't hear any ground... transmissions. Maybe we'll hear tower. I know I recorded enough of them.
Amtrak 648 heavy, contact departure. 648 heavy.
Are we going to get enough lift here? Sometimes the flaps are just enough to lift me gently up in the air, and it don't look like it's going to do that here, so... Alright. Alright, let's get this puppy tuned in here.
American 1117 at the end, turn right, cross runway 25 right on Alpha 7. Traffic will hold in position and contact ground point 1. Clear to cross on the runway line.
Wow, we are like right on the right radio, like right away. We're on it.
Air 2020 heavy, caution rate turbulence from the departed heavy out 1011. Wind 360 at 4, runway 7 left, cleared for takeoff. Takeoff, 727.
Let's go and set our autopilot here. Disconnect it off. Turn it on. Altitude. 5,000. That's good.
American 1117, hold short of runway 7 left.
You know what else we're going to do? We're going to hold on our nav radio, too.
Remain this frequency, hold short. American 1117, tower. Go ahead. Roger, hold short of runway 7 left for departing traffic. Hold short now for departing traffic.
At least I hope it's going to keep us locked into the floor. I think it's accounting for the wind.
Amtrak 1091, car, thank you, insight, runway 1 on our left, clear to land. Clear line, Amtrak 1091.
Now we can just relax and chill. And get switched off here to departure here soon, as soon as we go 2,000 above ground level. In case you haven't watched the other videos or know how real ATC works, which is the program that you see below me, it's an adventure, and it will play chatter based on what frequency you're tuned into, and it will change those frequencies based on how you have your aircraft set up. And that's how they did it on 5.1.
Wind 050 at 5, runway 28 right, clear to land. 28 right, clear to land, Sundance 104.
I just saw the radio switch.
97, turn right heading 050, 050,
Okay, so we do have ATC with Waterloo, so hopefully we'll hear some local stuff there.
377's with you, climbing to 3500 if we can, and on to Southwest County, South County. 0377 main, north of Highway 101.
I always think it's cool when you hear someone refer to water, you know, the name of the airport, like Waterloo Tower or Cedar Rapids Tower. Really adds a nice effect, I think. That is the river. That's the river on the map. Let's see how far that goes, if that actually takes us to Waterloo, or if it actually stops, like it does on the Commodore 64 map. So I'm not sure exactly what I've gone over. I can't remember because I do a lot of videos. But not only am I trying to expand this, but I'm also trying to expand the other simulators as well, as far as new ones and old ones. And for Flight Simulator 2004, I'm looking to kind of push it in another direction than FSX or Flight Simulator 2002. And I'm going to try to go with like photorealistic scenery or something relatively close. Now, something that I got is this F-Scene 1. I've got F-Scene 2 coming, which will be like North and South America. Now, this isn't photorealistic, but it will change all the basic textures. And when we get to England, I've got this. British airports. And this is from Just Flight. And I also have a trilogy of stuff that covers... Okay, that covers Germany, never mind. I thought I had it for England, because this British airports things works with photographic scenery. So if I do manage to get photographic scenery, the airports will work with it.
Never 3347, contact KILR approach 120.72.
Alright, 38 miles from the airport. Let's see if we can get a little bit higher here. Altimeter, do that. Let's go 5,500. We might start hearing center now. Although I've only got the Chicago center files, so, and I think since we're in Iowa, we should be hearing Iowa center, maybe? We have our 3D block clouds that we're going through.
Centerfield wind 360 at 18, eastbound, and wind 300 at 7.
Well, I thought we were going to clear the clouds by now. It looks like we're about to. Let's try 5750. See if that does it. It almost does it. Man, these are big clouds. It's like climbing a wall. Man, look at this. I guess we have to go to 6,000. Well, let's go to 6,000. I know we're not far from the airport. We're going to have to make our descent, so. I just want to clear the clouds. We can probably make our descent like 25 miles out. Holy smokes, are you serious? We're at 6,000 feet, and we haven't even cleared the clouds. What's up?
contact ground 18.
Okay, well, I'm not going to try to continue to beat the clouds, so... See, look how tall these things are. Alright, well, we'll work our way back down then. I don't know. When did it stop? Around 4,000? That's an okay.
Well, 513. Helicopter traffic is 11 o'clock and 2 miles. Will be landing
Go down
on the terminals. Runway 11136007, center fill in northeast boundary 27013. Clear to land, turn about a mile final. 86 November, traffic will be departing reef. Disregard your on the radio contact departure. This is the road switch.
So some of the other stuff that I got with for Flight Simulator 2004 was the PC Aviator Mega Scenery, because this actually has not only does it have photographic scenery, but it also has buildings too. It does have some autogen in it, which I don't remember seeing in Mega Scenery World, or whatever that's called, for Flight Simulator 10. It was just plain flat all the way around. Delaware is free, and I tried that, and I just didn't like it. All my trees were gone, and yeah, it looks great when you're up in the air, but when you land, it's kind of like nothing. Nothing for miles. Whoa. We definitely have some overcast, it looks like. Okay, so I've got this book called Why Do Cowboys Wear High Heels? Which has got fascinating facts from around the world. So, why are there 13 in a baker's dozen? So to keep bakers out of jail, because of the way rolls, buns, and cakes were cooked in the 15th century, in 3 rows of 4, they were sold in batches of a dozen. The goods were fashioned by hand, of course, and bakers found that they could make them smaller without the customer being any the wiser. Who could tell the difference, after all, when 12 items were stuffed into a bag? Well, enough people apparently could tell, because London lawmakers passed laws which standardized the weight of these goods. Stiff fines and jail sentences were imposed. Man, that's pretty... You didn't make that extra donut, you're going to jail. If the totals were off. So bakers often took the precaution of throwing in an extra roll or cake to make absolutely sure they made the required weight. Hence, 13 to a baker's dozen. That's interesting. Alright, let's do one more. Why do zebras have stripes? It's easy to understand why tigers have stripes. They live in regions where the grasses are tall, dry, and tawny colored. When a tiger moves, it's difficult to tell the grass and shadows from the tiger's stripes. But zebra graze in the open, where the black and white stripes would seem to be the worst kind of camouflage there is. So why did nature bother? Zoologists believe that nature gave zebras stripes for 2 reasons. First, predators are most active during sunrise and sunset, when there's sufficient light for the hunt, but heat is relatively low. At such times, the black and white stripes appear gray from a distance, helping the animals blend in with their dark surroundings. Second, if a herd is attacked, the moving stripes of many zebras create a jagged picture that confuses many predators. So as camouflage goes, the distinctive stripes are not quite as useless as they seem. About the only animal that's colored so it can be seen is a seagull. Because of the whiteness, other seagulls can see one feeding from afar and join it where the fishing is good. Mine. 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 And that looks like the airport right ahead of us. Still got 19 miles to go. I've got some stuff coming in the mail today. I want to show you something. You may have looked this up on eBay. You know, maybe you're trying to collect some scenery or something. But you may be wondering, and I've always wondered this. If I can move this chair in the back of my plane. Okay, so there's Europe 1, right? And there is Europe 1. What's the difference between the two? They're both by Bayo. One of them has Apollo on it. Well, I can tell you this one here is floppy disk. The other one is CD-ROM. Now, you can put more stuff on CD-ROM than you can floppy, so I can't help but wonder if one of these, you know, if the CD-ROM version has a lot more to offer than what the floppy one does, or if even it's the same quality. I don't really know. But this is for Flight Simulator 5. I think we can use it for 95 also. I think what I might do, because I've got Europe 2 also. I need Europe 3, so if you've got Europe 3, let me know. I'm interested. But it'd be nice to see if there's a difference between the two. And I'm going to do a worldwide flight with Flight Simulator 95. Because it's kind of a cross between 5 and 98. It's got like the same control panel, but it's got like the scenery of Flight Simulator 98. Flight Simulator 98 is actually 6.1, whereas 95 is 6.0. It might be time to go down. We'll go down to 2000s. Of course, look at our speed. It's like we're going in quickly. Everyone in the airport's like, man, that Cessna is flying.
97, turn right heading 050, 050.
So I try to do something a little different with each simulator, even if it has scenery that works on both. So, like the stuff that I got for 2004, some of it will work with 2002. But I don't want to do that. I want to be able to have something different and unique with each one. So like the real ATC, we can only do it this particular way for 5.1. For 98, there's a module that I can use to tie it into ProFlight 98, and it works differently. So that way, that one's based on how you have the radio tuned. It doesn't tune it automatically. So you've got your ATC with ProFlight 98, and you got your chatter, the chatter from that program, and this one. So it really turns out good. So if you haven't watched the 98 videos, definitely check them out. Wow, we gotta slow down. Like, big time. It's like we're putting down most of our flaps. Slow down there, Sparky.
JetBlue 11, clear direct O'Hare, making 250 knots.
There, you can hear some local stuff now. They just
all the weather for the next 30 miles.
They just said O'Hare.
You have a small area of moderate and heavy precipitation. If person know about that, it looks like they're getting through it all right. From Southwest 2850, yep, South 2050, UASC 0635. It looks like that other aircraft.
Slow down a little bit more.
It didn't have any luck. He's holding close to the field now.
All right. Time to turn autopilot off. We are 5 miles from the airport.
Southwest 2850 is clear to O'Hare, view direct.
Gear down.
Midway, view direct, direct. And process is to plan on just being factored around. American 2573.
I'm adjusting my trim. There might be an ILS for this runway, I don't know, but I didn't worry about looking up
Number
the...
4498, also change my frequency 132.8328, please. Thank you. RFP 4603, you can cancel IFR this frequency if unable with flight service. Change to advisory is approved. Line 2982, expect to go direct to the airport, so direct to the airport. When you get up to Minneapolis, they might expect you for a certain approach, but for now, direct to Minneapolis.
Alright, can we turn here without overshooting the runway? That's annoying. It's like I've got a good turn rate, and then it's...
What altitude would you like, sir?
It can't complete the turn in enough time.
What altitude would you like?
1,000.
2982, climbing tip level 23023. I'll put 36 in as your final.
Looks like I'm getting blown off a little bit.
Now,
oh!
level 23023.
Oh my, I'm seeing the runway now. It's at an angle.
And I will have higher as soon as you're clear of traffic.
I thought it was straightforward because I saw the green and the red.
ABC Airline is 2982, turn 20 degrees to your left.
It could be. It might be. I don't know, but...
As soon as I can. Traffic currently, you're 2 o'clock, 10 miles north, westbound at 22 is an Airbus, maintain level 230. Your airline is 2982, your traffic is at your 10 o'clock, 10 miles north, eastbound, leaving flight level 240, descending to flight level 230 is a 757.
Japan 1 heavy, cross 1 left and runway 1 right, hold short of 28 left as the approach in.
Now because of the spot plane, I'm not lined up. Stupid spot plane. I twitched and hit a key.
Cherokee 83 Alpha, stress departure approved, only 1 right, clear for takeoff. Rolling 83 Alpha.
Hey, we got buildings at this one. Hey.
7 Charlie, we're in the aircraft with the problems with the radio. That's affirmative, sir. 7 Charlie, Roger, made straight in runway 31 left, and report 2 mile final. Appears you're in Charlie airspace. 7 Charlie Lima, Roger, and we're requesting 31 right, straight in. 7 Charlie Lima, Roger, I'll advise, making a right-hand turn, you're entering Charlie airspace. 7 Charlie Lima, Roger. 7 Charlie Lima, keep highway 101 off your left-hand side. Charlie Lima, Roger.
Come on. We're almost there. Almost there. Ah, no, no, no. Come on. Land. Land on the runway.
Tower, Cherokee 4542 Foxtrot, holding short, runway 31 right, ready for takeoff. 4542 Foxtrot, Tower. Flight 7 departure approved, runway 31 right, cleared for immediate takeoff, traffic for the Dutch is approaching quarter mile. Flight confirmed, cleared for immediate takeoff. 42 Foxtrot affirmative, immediate takeoff, runway 31 right. 42 Foxtrot rolling.
Outbound 265 Hotel Papa, ready 31 right to straight out.
265 Hotel Pop, down, hold short, runway 31 right.
Okay, I put some buildings on this one too. Oh my goodness. It's like we're running over rocks or something here.
Hey, who else called inbound over UTC? This is Dutch, 5173 Mike. 5173 Mike, return, straight in runway 31 right, squawk 530, right in. 530 to the right end, 17 Mike.
Yes, 935, clear direct Rockford.
International Airport departure information November 16000, temperature 582.30, wind calm, altimeter 3020. Turbojet aircraft departing runway 25 right, all other aircraft departing runways 19er. Notice airman intersection.
Alright, well this seems like a good place to stop here.
25 right, split ground bear and you. All departing
And unfortunately I can't turn the radio off, even because you're supposed to be able to shut the adventure, like reset the flight. That doesn't work. So, alright, well thanks for joining me on this flight to Waterloo. Be sure to join me on the next flight, and also check out this same flight on the other simulators. Just, you know, just so you can see what the difference looks like. Alright, well thanks, and be safe out there in the skies. If you thought this flight was interesting, then you might want to check it out on these other flight simulators that you see on your screen. It's just a fun way to relive old memories and see how things changed over the years. Be sure to subscribe to be notified of any new videos, and I'll see you on the next flight.